Welcome to Venture Café Presents. I'm Christine Dunn, and joining me here today is Alessandra Brown. She's the program manager for the Roxbury Innovation Center. Thanks for joining today.
No problem.
So tell us a little bit about the Roxbury Innovation Center and what the purpose is and the mission is, and how it fits in the community.
Sure. So the Roxbury Innovation Center is a platform. Unlike incubators and accelerators, we don't take companies in and kind of keep them with us through a process. We are here to assist with resources and workshops and classes of all types for small business owners, entrepreneurs, and those who have a dream and are kind of wondering where to start. And so we help any organization, company that's in any portion of that stage. We've developed really substantial partnerships, not only with community organizations, but larger organizations that have helped us pilot 5 Learn Lab workshops. And so those were focused around Microsoft software, Excel for small businesses, how the Windows 10 upgrade will assist you in your small business development, and then also website design and mobile applications for small business owners. So that's been some of the programming that we've started in order to make sure that we can bring resources to this neighborhood and Dorchester and Mattapan residents as well.
What inspired you to become part of this and be the program manager?
So I would probably say community service in some capacity is more something I was born into. My family has always been very community oriented, and so through high school and elementary school, always having to do customer service, community service, excuse me. I wanted to, as an adult, be able to give back in some way that I really felt like I was making an impact and I was enjoying myself, and the people who I was assisting to impact were really seeing a development or seeing something happen. And so when I heard about the Venture Cafe Foundation, I went to a Venture Cafe Thursday in Cambridge, and it was just amazing. So many people there, just open networking, talking, telling them my ideas, and then being like, oh, well, I know so-and-so, and have you met this person, and they're over there, and like, if you have your card. And so it was very important to me once the Roxbury Innovation Center was announced officially that I could be a part of it in some capacity, and I was just able to apply, and they liked me, so here I am.
What I love about it is that when we think about innovation traditionally, I think here in the greater Boston area, we naturally gravitate to Cambridge, but I love the diversity of it and the fact that innovation can be found everywhere.
Yeah.
And so when you're looking at the entrepreneurs, what do you think inspires them? What draws them to this idea of being part of this innovation economy?
I think there's a lot of, everybody kind of has a different story. A majority of the time you find that in this community there was some need or some service or some resource that a particular person felt they could bring to their community, or that should be in their community, and they just decided, why do I have to have somebody else bring it in? Why can't I do it myself? Roxbury in particular has had a long history of people, both nationally famous and those who are just famous on a community level, who have made an impact and inspired others to continue to be entrepreneurs. And I think that that's something at the Innovation Center that I've been trying to make people realize more, is that we've always had innovators and entrepreneurs here. And so being able to connect Roxbury and Dorchester and Mattapan to Cambridge and the Seaport area, and vice versa. A lot of what I've been doing is pulling people from Cambridge here. I think that building that kind of ecosystem will be really beneficial, and entrepreneurs here, they see a need or have a need or just have some idea that they want to accomplish, and that's always been here.
When you think about how to foster that ecosystem as the program manager, how do you develop your concepts for the mix of things that you offer in order to encourage that?
A lot of it is community conversation and drop-ins. Since we opened our doors, and since people have started to realize, oh my God, there's really someone here, someone sitting at the center that I can speak with, I've had a lot of people just come in and, ask me questions, ask me what assistance I can give them or what assistance they can give, if they can sign up to be mentors, if they can sign up to volunteer, exactly what that means, and then what mentors and what volunteers we're bringing here that they should know and have conversations with.
It sounds like you become kind of the core of the fabric of this community in terms of kind of weaving people together and showing them how they can work together.
I hope so. I mean, I think that if you look at Roxbury as a tapestry, there are so many strong threads that have always been there, and I'd be honored if someone ever said that I was one of them. So it's just really been my goal to let the community know I'm here. Anytime the door's open, stop on in.
A year from now, where do you hope this gets to? Like, what's your vision?
Ooh, a year from now, I hope that we have an ecosystem or a network of people who are always filtering in and out. It really is my hope that the curriculum that we're currently building, that's our own independent programming, all the programs and workshops that people want to host here, that they are able to mesh and create this community, a stronger community where students and student entrepreneurs and adults and people in all stages of life are able to come in, kind of have a conversation maybe about best practices, and everybody can walk away having gained something.
You're an entrepreneur yourself, aren't you?
I am.
Tell us a little bit about your business and what your vision is for your own business.
So I run a production company. Right now we're just starting off. I'm currently in the process of funding and putting together my business plan for a documentary. And my goal is to just make sure that I'm staying true to my art form, but also making sure that I'm staying true to the community that I've dedicated myself to. So it's finding a balance.
Mm-hmm.
We've only been open for 4 months, so I'm still working on exactly what that balance means, but I think it's going really well so far.
Well, and it must be nice because you can relate to the challenges that the people who are coming here for support are facing, because you're probably facing them yourself as you try to think about, well, how do I put this together?
Yeah, and it's been interesting because I've been learning things from other people, as well as I had a conversation with someone who's building an app. It's more along the nutrition lines. And I'm an artist, so I don't often see where certain industries connect. And we're just having this conversation around trademarking and what trademarks mean and what I think trademarks mean and what she thought trademarks mean. And it was just interesting to see from both sides of an industry the same information described in a different way. And then we were talking about how we went through the process of trademarking, which I'm still like at the tail end of, but she has completed, and it was just a very interesting conversation. And I think that that's one of the main benefits to not just the Roxbury Innovation Center, but the Venture Café Foundation as a whole.
That's wonderful. Well, good luck with your own venture.
Thank you.
For the Venture Café Presents, I'm Christine Dunn.